Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. If you've been following the trends around online payments in Nigeria, you'd quite agree that there has been a significant improvement in the ease of transactions. Shola Akinlade is the co-founder and CEO of Paystack, an online payments company that helps African businesses get paid by anyone, anywhere in the world. He's joining us to discuss the new generation of Nigerians who are solving their own problems. Welcome to the morning show, Shola.
It's great to have you here. Finally, we've heard so much about you.
Exactly. Now, tell us first of all. I'm sure we have so many questions, but the one that's bugging us the most is why did it take us so long to get here? Yeah. Like in terms of like the payment solutions, online payments.
Well, I think it's been like incremental progress. Like good things don't happen immediately. True. Good things take time. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's been like every step has been very useful. And I don't even think we're where we need to be. There's still a lot of progress that needs to be made. But I'm excited that there's been good progress already. Yeah, we've
definitely come a long way. I was telling Stephanie earlier about I remember like lines at NEPA office and lines at DSTV office and all these places, and now we can do this at the tip of a finger.
You can get Taxify, calm down.
Yeah, exactly. Because without these payment solutions, we wouldn't actually be able to use certain apps.
Can't exist.
Yeah, that's right.
Even events. I remember going to events and then paying the 5,000 at the door.
At the gate, yeah.
Exactly.
So things have definitely changed.
Payments is really like transformational. There's a lot of businesses that won't exist if payments don't work.
Right. But what drew you to this business, so to speak?
It was a mistake.
Great things
That's a
do come from
No. I've always been writing software. I went to Babcock University. I work with Nigerian breweries. And so I was just doing projects for banks. And I just thought about it. I said, wow, I might be this might be an opportunity for me because I had built software before. And now I have some access, So I said, let's try it. And spent about 1 year just like hustling, trying to figure it out. I was still trying to figure it out now, but I think
but that's interesting because a lot of people that we hear of or speak to often say that they've traveled abroad or, they're from the abroad, but you actually went to Babcock, you stayed here, you worked with companies in Nigeria. So how would you say, what advice would you give to those who are actually trying to get into the tech industry but feel like they need to go abroad or be abroad to make change?
Technology is such like a very interesting leveler. I used to have a crush on Mark Zuckerberg. And then like one day I saw the guy with like a laptop. I'm like, wait, is this not the same laptop I have? We have access to the same internet. It's not as if when he goes on www.google.com, he sees diamonds there. No, it's the same internet, it's the same laptop. Almost the same electricity, and all that. So I feel like that's an opportunity for us. We might not be able to build planes and rockets and all that, but we can solve brain work, technology problems really better. In fact, if we solve the problems ourselves, we'll solve it better because these guys don't even have all the context we have. They don't know all these things. I've lived all my life in Lagos. I know all these things. I know I know what the problems are. I've faced the problems myself. So I feel like young people just have to be very courageous. To be honest, these problems are scary. You think about payments, when you think about logistics, when you think about just e-commerce and all these things, they're very scary. But like I said in the beginning, Rome was not built in a day, So exactly. I feel like just being very courageous and saying, I can figure this out, and just staying focused. It's taken us about 2 or 3 years now. We're not even done, We've not even started. Exactly. So you probably need to think about it. When I got into YC, first thing they told us was it takes about 7 years to build a solid business.
Wow.
And I have 5 years more. So everybody needs to know that pick a very big problem. And you won't be the one to solve it. Right now, I have 30 people on my team helping me. I don't even, see, I'm here now. Just to meet you guys. The work is happening, And more importantly, the entire ecosystem, people are helping, people are connecting me with customers. You just need to pick a problem. You need to start.
Yeah.
You need to make your own progress, and then people will join you. But you need to stay focused. Like there are so many other things we can be doing, but like we know the core problem is there. You know, so yes, I'll say courage and focus will be very important.
Right.
Yeah.
So many questions. But you touched on YC.
Yes,
You know, the
yes.
accelerator program.
Yeah.
Yours is the first business in Nigeria to ever be
Yes.
accepted into that.
Yes.
Now, how is it in Silicon Valley, please? Because this is somewhere it is intimidating, I can imagine.
I remember like Ezra is my co-founder. So when we got invited, so Y Combinator is a Silicon Valley accelerator. So they pick companies from all over the world. And they give them $120,000 to start the company. So they pick companies like Dropbox, Airbnb, you know, like when these guys were like,
nothing.
Exactly, you know. So, so they invited about 500 people. We were lucky to be invited. So we got to San Francisco Airport. Let's do this, you know. So we got into Mountain View. We got, so we went there, like we saw plenty of companies. The first company I saw, the guy had a shirt. It was a white shirt. He says, this shirt can never get dirty. Like, it poured like dirty water on it. This shirt didn't get dirty. I'm like, wow. We saw another set of ladies, 2 young ladies there from Iran, but I think they study in Stanford. And they're building like a bra that detects breast cancer. So you wear the bra, you have the app, it scans you every day. Once it notices like something different, you just get a push notification on your phone, pim, pim, you know? And so they now asked us, like, what are you guys working on? I'm like, exactly. But, you know, like, everybody was like, you know, wow, like, Africa is big.
Yeah.
If there's anybody figuring out payments in Africa, I want to be their friend.
Yeah,
like, like, so everybody we spoke to were like, remember I was saying you're rich, remember I was saying you're rich.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, hopefully.
Yeah.
When I'm rich.
You need to give us the contact for the Iranian lady.
Yeah, those Iranian ladies.
It's
Do you
called,
know the name of the...
Isono Health.
Isono Health. Okay, I'll definitely look that up.
Again, it takes a long time for them. Like, they have to go through FDA approvals, all those things. It's called Isono Health. Yeah, exactly. So for us, it was just, I don't know, we were lucky to get in, I think, you know, but ultimately, I think the opportunities are there.
Yeah.
Silicon Valley is intimidating. Like, people, as the best people in the world, are solving the best problems, you know, but like, the good thing is we are also like solving, you know, like, I feel like on their side, they've even solved some basic problems.
Yeah.
We have basic problems we haven't solved.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's still very difficult to do some things in Lagos. It's still, I don't know why. You know, and it will be difficult until people start figuring these things out. People start doing it. You know, I see a lot of progress in fashion. You know, like, you were talking about fashion earlier, but I've seen like Nigerian designers, they picked up, they're doing stuff now. We can wear Nigerian stuff and be excited about it, you know. So like, across all industries, I think like people need to like there's a company in YC now, they're building a prison. Like, literally a prison. And what they're doing is in America, though, they just get a good house like this. They go to the government and say, give us your best 20 prisoners. We will, like, help them. You know, so, like, there's so many problems. Like, who is figuring out the prison problems in Nigeria?
Prison is not really our focus.
We're still trying to just sort out.
But there's so many people, like, the talent we have here, the exposure, people have been built for all this. You know, it's just the courage to say, you know, this problem that I'm seeing,
I'm going to tackle it.
I'm going to figure it out.
Well done, Shola.
So there are definitely problems that every tech person or company can actually, they can actually latch on and focus on, like you've done. So tell the viewers more about your payment.
Yes. So Paystack is a payments company. The mission, like, we want to help businesses accept payments from anyone, anywhere in the world. My thinking is that there's so much friction with payments now, and it's so difficult. Like, it's easier for me. I'm here now, but it's easier for me to buy something from someone in America than from somebody in
Kenya.
Not even Kenya. Wherever. Exactly. It might even be next door, you know? Because, like, and this is not a small or size thing. Even bigger businesses, it's so difficult to even book flights in Nigeria. It's like, everything is just like, just because of the payments, you know? So for us at Paystack, we wanted to like remove all that friction, you know? I see that there are about 30 million cards already. People are using ATMs but why is this not working every time you use it, you know? Why is anybody asking the right questions and all that, you know? So a lot of work we do at Paystack is to just figure out why transactions and just help businesses accept payments. The other part of our work is actually helping businesses grow, you know? So I think about being a growth engine. I think as a payments company, we know you.
Yeah.
We know your customers.
Yeah,
we know your finances.
Yeah,
exactly. So we can do a lot with that. We can help you. We can give you tools. We can give you, remember how I was saying like the tools Mark is using, and I'm calling him Mark as if I'm it. We're using the same tools. So the same thing, I want Nigerian businesses to have access to the same tools that businesses in America or businesses in the UK
how are we going to push that? Because I was reading earlier that less than 1% of businesses in Nigeria are online. You know, we're in Lagos. Sometimes our judgment gets clouded. We think everybody is connected and everybody is plugged in. But the rest of Nigeria, a lot of people are still not online. And something happened over the weekend I have to share. And I'm going to call them out. Glover Kotsuya, you have to pay cash. And
now we know how your weekend went.
Yes, that's how my weekend went. You have to pay cash. These are very popular people. You know, I'm just like, you don't even have an ATM machine. Wow. And the guy says, Alaji. Thank you, go there. The guy says, Alaji, no like machine. You know, so how do we enlighten people to really see how convenient it is to just get plugged in?
Yes. So when we started Paystack, I was also like overwhelmed with like the amount of work that needs to be done with adoption. But one thing we did was, and one day we made up our mind, says, you know what, like, there's some trends happening now. There's some trends, people are getting online, people are using WhatsApp a lot, people are having smartphones and all that, you know. And secondly, and most importantly, I won't say normal, sorry. Like, they're even, like, the people that already have the smartphones are still not even using it. You know, so why are we even going very far? To the rural.
For pictures.
Exactly, you know. So my thinking is they're low-hanging fruits. Like, let's pluck all the low-hanging fruits and let's continue to like just go deep down. So we might not be able to solve our largest problem today, but trust me, next month, in 2 months' time, before next year, like Alaji will understand that everybody has moved on. It is to move on. That's how WhatsApp, that's how Facebook, like. People were sending Facebook emails in 2006. People would say, no. Now my parents are on Facebook. Exactly. Like everybody, you know, so don't worry, Alaji, we're coming.
So the key is actually really timing as well. When is the timing right? Because as you said, people weren't on Facebook, but now almost everybody is going to be on Facebook.
People have left.
They've even left. And people are still getting on board. So thank you for chatting with us.
He'll still be here.
Yeah, he's still going to be here. We're going to go on a short break, and when we return, we'll have our take. Don't go away.